Daddy, this is beautiful. I love it.
We are here at the Van Gogh Immersive Experience in Washington, D.C. See what all the fuss is about.
Come with us to find out.
The Van Gogh Immersive Experience is a technological and sensory mashup of Van Gogh's most famous paintings that take place in across cities in the USA and around the world. They're displayed digitally, floor to ceiling, across large warehouse rooms with state-of-the-art projection mapping, animation, and accompanied by all kinds of cool music. Right as you enter, you're greeted by this hologram of his head, adorned by every ever-changing shapes, patterns, and colors. But who was he? Vincent van Gogh was born in Holland in 1853, and it wasn't until he was around 27 years old that he started painting. Although most people identify him as an Impressionist painter, he was really part of the latter post-Impressionist movement. The main difference is that Impressionists, like Claude Monet for example, used expressive techniques and realistic or more natural colors to create a lifelike impression of what the eye sees in the real world. Instead, a post-Impressionist like Van Gogh used expressive painting techniques and vivid dramatic colors to create an impression of what the heart feels. His real breakthrough came after moving to France's southern town of Arles, where his brushstrokes became much more aggressive and fluid, and along with the bright colors of the countryside, it helped him create some of the most amazing works of art that we all love and admire today, like this incredible collection of sunflowers. As we continue down the exhibit, there are several displays which bring his paintings to life. You can even step into one of them. Maia really got a kick out of this. Another neat immersive experience was the VR goggles, which take you on a realistic tour of his house and the village where he lived. Unfortunately, Van Gogh lived a very sad life, troubled by mental problems and depression. One day, after a heated argument with his friend and fellow artist Paul Gauguin, Van Gogh famously cut part of his left ear off in a fit of rage. He later painted a few self-portraits of him with the bandage, which curiously appear on the right ear, probably because he had to use a mirror to look at himself while painting it.
Van Gogh is one of the most influential and admired painters of all times.
And even though almost everybody recognizes his name and his art style, can you believe he never sold one painting in his whole life?
What? Not even one?
Not even one painting. The star of the exhibit is certainly the digital show projection in the main warehouse. It serves as kind of a chronological view of Van Gogh's life, sometimes happy and bright, but mostly melancholic or even sad and gloomy. It serves as a window into the mind of a twisted genius. How can a person so distraught create such beautiful paintings, you might ask? The animation and special effects are magical and captivating. Color builds up, floats, and dissipates across the walls. The paintings come to life, full of energy and movement, and the change of pace in music takes you on a full-on sensory experience. Seeing the beloved Starry Night brought to life had Maia all excited and playful. We then stepped out of the show and into a room where you could sit down and color in prints of his paintings. A lot of fun, and of course, Maia left her mark. Van Gogh is undoubtedly one of the most influential and inspiring artists to ever live. He developed a very unique style and was incredibly prolific. creating somewhere along the lines of 2,100 works of art during a 10-year span, most of them in his last 2 years. This comes to about one painting or drawing every 36 hours. Wow. To make it even more incredible, it is believed that Van Gogh was colorblind. Imagine that. Tragically, Van Gogh took his own life as he turned only 37 years old. But his work lives on, and it has inspired and influenced countless artists, myself included, even today, 132 years after his death. Van Gogh's immersive experience is a conceptual, visual, and digital installation, and is very much fun. But it is not a visit to a museum, and you must understand that before going in. It's about the effects, the spectacle, relaxation, and accessibility. It is meant to stimulate your senses and presents another way to encounter his art. It in no way supplants the experience of seeing Van Gogh's paintings in person. Kids in particular will love it, as it is a fun way to learn about the artist. In the end, I believe it's all worth it. As an artist who knew about Van Gogh already, it still presented a different and unique way to experience his life. Particularly, it opened a small window into his mind, the mind of a tortured soul that regardless of the pain and suffering he must have felt, the rejection he faced, and even being colorblind, rose above all of it and managed to create some of the most spectacular works of art mankind has ever seen. If you're in need of inspiration, then Van Gogh, the Immersive Experience is your ticket.